Oh no, see, I've crossed my legs again. I look like a fucking Sam.
You actually don't.
I do, pop it.
No, you don't.
Oh God, look, I've had a Prosecco. I just called Sam Pop It.
Pop it.
That's what my mum calls me.
Pop it.
She's like, all right, Pop It.
Right, Pop it. Welcome to the Silly Little Girls Club Out of Office. So these are a different type of episode to the ones where I interview guests. This is me and my friend Holly talking about what it's like to be girls in business, whether it's running a business, it's working in a business, in all the random stuff that happens in between, because work life is crazy and these stories are real and they happen, and you know, we're just going to be having a safe space here to talk about them. There is adult themes, there is swearing, so be warned just before you tune in and you're like, oh my god, these girls, but this is real life, this is what happens to us. So that being said, enjoy the episode. Let's get out of office.
You're right, Pop It.
Right, Pop It.
God,
Pop
two
It.
episodes in and we've got cute nicknames in our own little
Pop
language.
It. Oh, well, yeah, welcome back to Silly Little Girls Club Out of Office.
Here we go.
Here we go. So, out of office this week.
I mean, you actually are out of office, but you're half on because it's with work.
That is true, yeah. So, Monday, I'm going to Dubai.
Habibi.
And it's like, you know, I wish it was one of these like work trips where influencers get to go and like do all of the things.
Just the content by the pool.
Yeah, no, this is a straight up work trip. So I am, full disclosure, an ambassador, global ambassador for Olaplex.
Which we love.
Yes. And I am off to an event called Sephora.
Oh, what?
It's
if
like,
that's not with Sephora, that's a missed
is.
opportunity.
Yeah, no, it is. It is.
Fine.
And it's like, so they're hosting like a big stand in like Sephora, which is all about like the products and everything. And I'm going there to talk about them and do some styling, do a masterclass.
Heaven.
I think the masterclass is with Sheer Looks.
Oh,
so that's exciting.
Yes, because they're really big out there.
Yes,
They've got their AI.
Their AI Reem, who that's an episode for another day. Save that one. So yeah, I'm off there, which will be quite exciting. But again, I'm still going to have to work because I've got so much going on at the minute. But
it's fun. I mean, you're going. I mean, I loved my time in Dubai. Apart from when I did get heckled and called Nicki Minaj on the, and I actually know it's a compliment.
Hang on.
We were going through. I went like 2 months ago, and we went to like No, we went to Old Town Dubai, which you should go to.
Okay, fine.
If you get time,
yeah,
because it's like just gold jewelry and like oud.
Oh,
like heaven. But they just shout at you like mad things, and like my boyfriend's little sister was getting like Shakira, and I just got Nicki Minaj, and then I got Billie Eilish, and I thought, what am I giving?
What is happening?
But I took it. I was like, oh my god, did you hear what they just called me? Because at first I wasn't getting referred to as anything famous, and I was like, that's gonna eat away at my
your self-confidence. Yeah, it's like. But then you got Nicki Minaj, Billie.
Yeah, which I love.
Compliments.
Yeah, but just so odd. I thought, is it because I'm that weird looking you couldn't think of anything else? But no, but everyone there's very friendly. It's very nice, but it's have you ever been?
I've been quite a long time ago, but I didn't really do much there. I literally went to the water park like 3 times because I'm obsessed with water parks, and then just hit boozy brunches like a crazy person.
But
that was it. So I didn't really experience much. So I'm quite excited this time to, like, you know, go out and experience a bit more. And I mean, there's quite a lot to do in Dubai, I think, right?
It's, you know, the possibilities are endless when you're with the in-laws.
I was going to say, I feel like you
organised fun. They're legends, to be fair.
You went with
holiday
the in-laws.
like Kardashians. They know how to have a good time, and they're happy to pay the price.
So that's nice.
Me and Luke probably necessarily wouldn't have been able to do, you know, the yacht situation. It wasn't exclusive. Sadly, we had to share with the general public.
So poor you.
But I let that slide and cropped them out of all my pictures.
Okay, fine. So yeah,
so I did what I wanted to do.
On the gram, it was exclusive.
It was just for the family. And then me and his sister did get a bit too drunk. The music on there was just so cringe. It was giving like in between. It's like tonight.
Oh my god.
We were just sweating one out, steaming. That she paid like £70 for professional pictures, which they thought Luke and his sister were together, and went, get closer, kiss. And I went, oh. Like, I'm now that drunk, I'm jealous of his little sister. Like, it was all really inappropriate. And then we did.
I'm excited for my trip to Dubai. It sounds like a hoot.
No, it is fun. And like, Our Uber driver just loved us so much. He was picking us up, cash in hand, taking us to Abu Dhabi. Mo. Mohammed, if you will. We call him Mo.
Mo. Do you like this?
Yeah. Oh, he's still texting Luke's mum, but it's got a bit weird. We actually did advise to block. He literally said, like, have you forgot about me? Like, I've not.
Yeah, like, actually, yeah, we have forgot about you. Because...
And then the text got a bit aggressive, actually, at night. Like, he really wanted to take us back to the airport. And we were like, no, like, we've already got that. We've gone off piece a bit.
Okay. No, but still, okay, now I'm worried. I got told to download an app.
I could give you his number.
No, I don't come home.
It's called No, not No.
And no, Mo.
No, Mo.
No, Mo. I actually want to come back home. Like, it sounds like I'm not gonna.
The pictures. Like, he took us into, like, the something palace in Abu Dhabi and acted. I think he was just buzzing to put on his CV that he's been a tour guide, and basically took us into, like, something palace, I'll find it, and just told us to sit down, and we kept being told to move, and he'd take really awful photos. I've got them all. You will die.
Oh my
and there's this
God,
one he took of, like, Luke's dad, like, in the toilet, like, nervously washing his hands, and he's got, like, his mum's beach bag on, and me and Luke, like, that is the start of a horror film. He's like, hi, Mo.
That sounds like surveillance photos, like,
it's
you
brilliant.
know.
I mean, we had a full chauffeur. And then quad bike, like, the desert goes off, but obviously, trigger warning, guys, it just, you know, the animal welfare out there isn't the best.
I was going to ask you about if you went camel riding.
And I've thought about it every day since, because I didn't carry myself with much decorum or respect, and like Greg said...
who?
Me and my... Basically, you know, the desert, we're going all right. We're on the quad bikes. Obviously, I'm having a bit of a breakdown because I didn't have travel insurance. And they just basically, you sit on them and they're like, okay, that means go. Just go.
And that's it.
And you just are all zooming round. And
wow,
then you're
we got more of an induction on this speaker
yeah, I know,
from Greg.
literally.
Like, literally, all I had to do was push a button.
No, I know, but that's what you need.
Like,
reassurance. And then you're doing that. And then you're in a car going like, well, it's crazy. Like, we're going over the hills. Dua Lipa was playing, so I was just like humming along to that, staying confident. Then obviously the in-laws are quite the sporty family. So they're like, let's sandboard. They're like sandboarding down a hill. So I'm fat and shattered with my vape. I'm happy to be out the car. I'm really hot. I'm downing everyone's water that's crumpled up in the back of the Jeep.
They're slow sandboarding,
they're literally just getting their practice in for their ski tournament. I'm having a breakdown. And then we're off to the desert. I'm looking forward to the belly dancers. There's a barbecue. Things about to get.
I'm sorry, but this does sound like the bougiest trip.
They are the Kardashians. They're legends. I love them. And then, obviously, there's camels there waiting for everyone to get on. I'm like, okay, that could be cute. See them. Obviously, it doesn't help, you know, because I think Daisy kind of does look like one. If you zoom in, she's just got the well, she's just an animal.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, who I love
You're a
dearly.
pet owner, and you can see, you know, you want the best for them.
They kind of had, like, you know, like a mask on their little mouths. You know, it's not COVID. It was there for not nice reasons. Oh, shit.
Probably. I think it was
my God,
Did
maybe
you think it was a muzzle?
I thought it was a muzzle.
No,
My
it's probably
God,
just for the
sand.
I'm sure it's for the sand.
I'm the problem again. Anyway, so I've seen the sand protector, which I thought was a muzzle. No, and they had things on their eyes.
For the sand.
Oh, for fuck's sake, they've been.
I mean,
and there's
correct me
me
if I'm
drunk
wrong, it might be
messaging
not
to
for the
thigh
sand.
leisures kicking off, and they're probably nicer to the camels than I'd be. They'd be eating sand and wouldn't be able to see.
But no, to be fair, they probably do. It's like, you know, you think about New York, and there's that whole thing about doing the horse walking in Central Park and them clapping and things like that.
Oh,
and it's
no,
not
I
even
didn't
as
know that.
it's not even as hot there than it is in Dubai.
Yeah.
I know. Don't come
Desert.
for me because they're a desert animal.
I think they might store water in their hump. Yeah, I mean, obviously after I kicked off, I've learned a lot of knowledge.
Let's just talk about how you did kick off.
Because anyway, I'm not saying we're an overweight family. I mean, I am, but there was a load of families on this trip, and I thought it'd be fine if they were just walking on these camels, but literally the camels would sit down, their legs are just like that's what happened. Love that she's laughing. And then like 2 or 3 people would get on said camel. There was 2 of them.
Oh, okay.
And they'd get up and they'd go from like here to there, and then sit back down again and get up, and then obviously I'm
so
due
we're
on
giving,
my period.
You know, donkey sanctuaries
Yeah,
vibes,
it's dark,
like...
and then I'm thinking, oh fuck, could this get any worse? What happens? There's a whip. that's introduced to get them to
Okay,
sit
no.
down. See,
Okay,
you were
fine.
on their side at first. And then I've got people going, my mum-in-law, joking, we're not married, will be soon. And going, no, Holly, that's just to tell them, like, they're not whipping, you know, like in horses, they do that. I'm having a full breakdown, like, not good. I storm off and leave them and go into, like, where the barbecue and the belly dancing is. Obviously, I'm in an inappropriate look as it is. Everyone's very well respected. And I'm in my little shorts.
If it's hot.
Yeah, I mean, so am I. And then I'm, like, shaking, crying, like, having a breakdown about these camels I've just met. And then I'm, like, trying to have again, pretending to smoke. I'm like, I'll have a cigarette because me and Luke got some drunk the night before. I didn't have a lighter. The man gave me matches. I went through nearly his whole pack, just like shaking with this cigarette about the camel.
Rage about the camel welfare.
And then guess what Luke did? Oh no, Holt, so sorry. I don't want to get on it either, but do you reckon you could take a picture of us on it quick? I said, fuck off.
Oh, these poor camels. I do get what you mean.
He was like a good picture, and I was like, and then afterwards he was like, I feel horrendous, but everyone was doing it. Obviously, his mum did pay for the package.
Well, and you know,
You gotta get your money's worth.
It's not getting your money's worth. I guess it's like, you know, livelihood or whatever. But I do think there is something in that with is it regulated? I don't know. Like,
well, when I told you about it, you did find a statistic, Sam.
I did.
Shock,
look it
you
up.
had a deck ready, and didn't it say
I do love a
like,
deck, and I did look it up, and that it was like, you know, most of like camel captivity deaths happen, you know, because of like desert.
Yeah, I know, the entertainment.
Yeah, and I was like,
I know.
but you know, I was at the pub when you did tell me this, so I wasn't like, you know, completely like,
and you don't.
I maybe wasn't as sympathetic as I should have been to your feelings towards the camel, because you know, I decided to make a whole campaign around Hump for Justice.
No, you were like, got the hump, and then it rolled on to Hump for Justice. But it was nice to laugh about it. You brought joy to the trauma.
We've got the hump, and then and I was like, hashtag Hump for Justice.
That's what we need to do. That's the only way I can see myself.
I have this vague memory that I think I did kind of push you to DM the organisers, not your mother-in-law, but the actual camel.
Yeah, she can't get the blame for this.
No, and you did message them, I think.
Oh, it was absolutely vile. I was a troll. I was on public mode. I was on the comments saying, I'm disgusted how you treat the camels. They took it privately. They had decorum. I've still not replied because I think I'll get arrested in my hands.
No, I don't think you will not.
So I've left it as that. I've done my piece, delete my comment, spread the word, and hump for justice tonight.
Hump for justice. Because, you know, this should be, we want guarantees that these are looked after, you know.
Yeah.
Even the fucking donkeys on Skegness Beach probably
I know,
have good, like healthcare. So I was like, what's the camel?
That's the thing we couldn't find. That's where we're going with this, Sam. Me and you were Googling, we were chat GBTing, drinking heavily. And we were just like, there's nothing out there. Like, there is no one gives an F about the camel apart from
Holly.
And now the listeners.
And now me, now you guys.
Yeah.
If you could all, you know,
just Google it.
There's Hump for Justice.
There's the donkey adverts that make me cry every day when I work from
camels.
home. No one cares, and I just think
no one's got the hump. No one's got the hump.
And as well, their body shapes, I just feel for them. Like,
I mean, they are awkward.
But like, their legs are tiny. They're carrying this, like, they need all the help they can get just on their appearance, and then to top it off, they're being ridden by
three obese Westerners.
Do you know what I mean?
Like,
on a hot day
in the middle of nowhere.
No, I'm not going to cry, but I think that's what upset me, was that when they sat down, I was like, I bet they think it's over.
Yeah, and then...
No, don't. No, that's what they did to make them sit down.
Oh, how do they get them back up?
So they do that to sit down, and then I've done a runner with my matches at this point. And I still, to top it off, I still had that thing around my head that I wore in the desert that was like, you had no choice but to get. That's another thing.
But,
they throw things on you, and you're just like, yeah, take my money.
Okay, so if anyone tries to take me camel riding, I'm obviously not going
or
without a huge sign.
do your research for me. Find
out.
out.
Picket fence, Hump for Justice.
Literally.
And then probably
someone has to do it.
Get arrested.
No. Oh, yeah, I wouldn't risk it. But that's probably why there's nothing.
I mean, it's one of those things, isn't it? Like, when you do get taken away by somebody else, like, on their dime, like, you kind of, how far do you go before, you know, you do try and set fire to everything with that pack of matches? Like, Like, what do you do?
Yeah, because I was really cringing the next day and like wouldn't stop cornering his little sister about it. Like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, because I swore at her like, that's disgusting. But I was in a rage about
rage
the camel.
blackout. It's a real thing.
And I was like, what the fuck did you say? Because she was trying to say it happens with horses, and I got really. Ellie, love her, we're literally besties. She'll appreciate the shout out. She was in the right. I had to do the whole I'm in the wrong.
Yeah.
But I think, I mean, my family are just like weirdo, pet loving, staycay, UK caravan. I was about to say swingers, and they've just never done anything
It's
like
a
that.
caravan
But it was
leading
from
to
the
that.
caravan.
Yeah, my
But
parents
they
love a
just-
caravan, and I always do make jokes of the swinging thing, so clearly it's a connotation.
But I think, maybe I was exposed to something that wasn't natural.
Caravanning or like
The
that.
camels, not the not being brought up by swingers, because that definitely
Oh
didn't
my
happen
God.
either.
I feel like this was one of those things where, like, I'm going to say it, rich people holidays.
No,
I'm
take
gonna
it,
say
wash your
no,
mouth with soap, you
because
bitch.
I honestly can't, because I feel like Greg's mum and dad have taken us away a few times, like,
and it's been...
and it's always like, it's always amazing. For instance, skiing. We got to go skiing a few times, which is very apt because I know you're learning to ski right now for a ski holiday. But I didn't have that luxury. It was basically thrust upon me, and I got sent into ski school.
Oh no!
So we ended up in
Ski
Austria,
school
and I was
oh
like,
my god, that's where
I was
I'm
like,
going.
where are you going? Oh, so you'll end up in the ski school. And then I just got dropped off there in the morning, and then they found me later in the night,
no.
and that was when they'd done their day of skiing, and then they picked me up when I wasn't a burden.
No.
Which I kind of really appreciate what you're doing now, is learning to ski before you go.
Because I've learnt the hard way, because I did go to Austria 2 years ago for Christmas and was wearing all the ski gear and just getting the bus to meet them at Apres.
I mean, that's probably the
I
best.
mean, it was fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like you've just got to
Did you
throw
not do
yourself...
ski school there the first time then?
I did 2 lessons, and I think there was a language barrier, and I was wearing Luke's skis that were size 10. So I was wearing like pro.
Not to the best of your ability then.
No,
really,
so now
then.
I'm like, oh, was I really good this whole time? And he was out sabotaging me because he's the problem.
Well, there you go. And then that's what happened on the first. I was sabotaged. So I'd been to ski school.
Yeah, I heard.
I'd been to ski school, and Greg will deny this, but he had it on video and then he deleted it. So they came to meet me after my first day of ski school.
Aww.
And like, Greg was videoing me because I was showing him that I learnt the snowplow. Next thing, he loses balance on his snowboard because obviously he's like, I'm so good at this because he's skied since he was 10 because, rich people.
They all do.
And he snowboarded over the front of my skis, sent me, I just literally fell over, snapped my arm in two, and then straight in, I got this egg. They're all trying to tell me that it's not broken, and I'm looking at it, I'm like,
they broke it.
that's broken. The guy, this like Austrian doctor in this like shed, basically resets the bone, casts it, sets the cast like this so you can wedge a ski pole in it. And
The
then
snow must go on in
ski
Austria.
school the next day. So they could go skiing.
They're just like, keep her busy, do
Like,
anything.
just leave her there,
Oh
she's
my
fine.
god. You had a cast that a ski pole could fit in.
Yeah.
That is iconic.
It was a lot. And then obviously, I just kind of gave up at that point and didn't do any more skiing, I don't think. Until this year, and I went again and I wore wrist guards.
Oh, okay. I'll have to
And
borrow.
I have all of the things because that was the
Perfect.
worst.
Mhm.
And it was just sabotage. I was sabotaged.
Yeah, that's
and
what
my
they're
ski
out to
career
do.
could have been amazing because I was 21 and I didn't ski again
Oh,
until I was 35.
no, because
I
there's
could
so
have been,
much competition.
Olympic.
I think you will be.
Yeah,
You'll
it
be
could
like
have happened.
Simone Biles of the snow.
Oh my god, yeah, it could happen. I mean,
Go.
the goat of the snow.
Literally.
I mean, it's probably already a few of those. I mean,
We're more like Bridget Jones on the snow.
it's
but
more
we
like
can
that
pretend.
Emily in Paris episode where they're just lying and there's no hot Italian to pick me up. It's usually, it's just some like really overweight Yorkshireman that's like got a job highlighting as a ski school teacher.
Donut.
So if some really handsome guy was like ciao, I'd be like ciao.
Yeah.
And then, but really it's like, you're right, love.
Yeah. Hold on to this. Put your
It's
skis
like,
on the floor.
literally.
No, because it's the woman who when I'm trying, in Milton Keynes, that's what I'll call it. I'll say trying, not learning. And she had to help me up, and I was like, oh no, I feel bad. And then she said something like, trust me, I'm used to 110 kilograms, and I thought, oh god, is that because I'm big? And then it knocked the confidence again, but it was fine. I feel like Milton Keynes is the only place I can ski. That's my safe place.
And that's it. And now they're going to shove you down a mountain in Austria.
So they just can't stop.
So you're
No,
gonna be
I
fine.
love them.
It's going to be absolutely fine. I feel like one of the first times I went away, I just had this funny because again, when you go away with, like, you know, my family, we do, like, what I call normal holidays. So it's either, like, you know, America, amazing, love that. Or Europe, or, like, you know, going away. Like, Greg, the first time my parents took him away with us, we went on a canal boat down the Norfolk Broads, which was, you know...
Okay.
It was horrific in itself, I'll put it out there. It's a floating caravan going down a canal with nothing there. And then we ended up in the kids' room of the boat. No. And basically Greg was sleeping with his feet under the shit tank of the boat. Like, it was just fucked
him.
Up. Contrast to the first time I go away with Greg's parents, who took us to China. Which is so random. I never thought I would have ended up in China because Greg's dad was working in China, and it was the most amazing experience of my entire life. To the point where when we returned from China, from the trip,
you fully...
Yeah, I spent a year learning Mandarin because I was like, I'm moving to Hong Kong.
Come on, you know how to say it.
I can probably still say, like, hello, what's your name?
That was English.
No, I do. But again, Greg likes to point out that I'm tone deaf, so anybody that does speak Mandarin, don't judge me for this. But it was, I'm sure, from my memory, it was... Ni hao, shima mingzi.
It's the sweetest. I just love it.
And then to say your name is like, Wu sure, Samantha.
Sam, you're
I'm bilingual.
Yeah.
And then I think what else I did there was basically just buy loads of fake handbags because
getting the spirit of the culture.
So I feel like I love the fact that you can go with people.
My in-laws, who aren't even fully my in-laws yet, their holidays slap.
Exactly.
But they always involve some sort of wildlife triggering moment that causes me to turn into a raging animal person who literally eats meat every day. But because then they've obviously casually took me to Alaska, as you do.
Oh.
And then I'm crying at the salmon hatchery. But again, aggressive things that I think people shouldn't see. Like it's flying to the top and they quite literally hit the salmon on the head. But funny because I actually do have a top that says salmon hatchery on. Looks cool.
Oh.
Like it's like salmon hatchery. And I actually also got a cap, the salmon hatchery cap, that Luke wore the whole holiday in this weird cool jacket. I was like, you've gone to Alaska and you've dressed like I've got a dump of it and he looks like a weird fisherman in the same outfit in every picture.
But then, you know, you've got to dress to your environment.
Exactly.
Which is what I'm freaking out about in Dubai, because you can kind of, I don't know if you can wear anything there or not.
I feel like you can. I mean, not when I was at the mosque in Abu Dhabi. I got told off for having my hair out. I was like, Samantha Cusick put these extensions in, please. And then as soon as they went through Luke's phone, they were like, let me see your picture. Yeah, because my hair was out. My hair had to, I mean, obviously respect.
Yeah.
And it was stunning. We could do a good event there.
That's your PR brain.
No,
there.
but it was gorgeous, and I can have my bloody hair out. But obviously, in normal places, you can.
Okay, so I'll be fine. Amazing. So yeah, I'll report back on how I get on, and I'll avoid the camels, and I'll spread the word of camel justice.
Just be like, have you seen how they were today?
I'm sorry, Hump for Justice.
Yeah,
Hump for Justice. I feel like we went really off tangent there, but anyhow.
Anyhow, she how.
Ni hao. And then I'm just trying to remember to say bye. It was
oh yeah, say bye, man.
Oh my god. I know thank you is Shay Shay.
Well, we're thankful anyway, so Shay Shay.
Shay Shay. Okay, thank you for tuning in for another episode of Out of Office from the Silly Little Girls Club.
Woo!
If you are enjoying the podcast,
give us a follow. And
Hump
for Justice.
Hump for Justice.
So before the fun is over and we all have to go back to work, if you are enjoying Silly Little Girls Club podcast and the Out of Hours episodes, then please make sure that you follow or subscribe depending on where you get your podcast from, and we can keep bringing you these fun, amazing conversations, whether it's me and Holly talking about all the random stuff that happens to us in the world of business and work and being women, or it's the guests on the Silly Little Girls podcast, the incredible, inspiring women that bring these heartfelt, real stories. And we'll see you next week on the Silly Little Girls Club.